Good morning, students. Today's lecture is on global positioning system. This can be mainly used for applications like landing of airships and road navigation, and also landing of airplanes, and also the routing of ships. The space-based geodetic observation can be categorized into four basic techniques. First one is positioning, second one is altimetry, third one is interferometric synthetic radar, and finally we have gravity studies. This is nothing but the acquiring or surveying and mapping of geodetic observation, means the geometrical observation. In For this we have to position, or we have to know the position of a satellite, or to know the location of a particular geometrical areas. This is the characteristics of GPS satellite Navstar. Its altitude, weight, size and all present in this slide. And next we have GPS systems. It is nothing but the navigational system to know the exact time and exact position of a particular system. In the US based Navstar can be launched in the year 1973 with the 24 satellites with the 3 spares. Russia, we have a global navigation satellite system. In India also, the Indian regional navigational satellite system we have launched in the year 1947. And in this global navigation system we have three main segments. First one is space segment, which comprises of satellites, and second one we have a control system, that is nothing but the ground segment for operating. There we have the operations of systems, and also positioning is undergone. And third one we have user segment. This includes global navigation satellite system receiver providing positioning, velocity and precise timing to the users. And then next we'll see the working principles of GPS. In this we have 4 steps. First one is measuring distance from the satellites, means we have to measure the distance of the from the position of satellite to the receiver's position. That can be excuse me, determined by orbital mathematics, and then the distance can be calculated by velocity and time, means the speed of light. Second one is satellite as reference point, means we have considered the satellite position as a reference point. Then we can able to calculate the position of satellite by x, y and z axis. In step 3 we have triangulation from the satellite. For that we have to point a satellite, one as A and second one as B. Make a circle by 2, we can get another 2 points. With that we can take any one of 2 locations. Now the distance of third point is we are known. By making triangle we can get the position of satellite. In step 4 we have adjusting the local clock bias. This will helps to correct the time delay when measuring by using constant pseudo ranges. This is the review of working principles of GPS. First we have to measure the distance of satellites. Second, we can obtain the satellite position. Third one is triangulation by calculating the position of three satellites. Fourth, we have adjustment of local clock bias to find the position. And then we have satellite geometry. This will affect the quality of signal and also the accuracy of receivers for making while making triangulation. In that we have the term called positional dilution of precision. This helps to know the quality of triangulated position, and this is nothing but the relative satellite position by accessing the receivers. And then next, dilution of precision. As like positioning dilution of precision, this is also the indicator to know the geometrical strength of the satellite where it is present by the measuring of time. This can be classified as geometrical dilution of precision. This will include all latitude, longitude, height and time. Second, we have positional dilution of precision. This includes lat, long and height. Third one is horizontal dilution of position. In this we have only latitude and longitude for accuracy. Finally, we have vertical dilution of precision. This includes only height. This picture shows the ideal satellite geometry. In this we can able to see the 4 satellites with real with the quality accuracy or with the real distance, and this is the poor satellite geometry. This cannot able to measure the distance between the satellites or positioning of satellites. And next we have errors in the satellite position. In this we have clock error. This is only one way ranging. Ultimately this depends on the satellite clock. And second one is ephemeris errors. This will happens when the global navigation satellite system message does not transmit the correct satellite location. This will affect the satellite position. Third one is multipath error. This is the error caused by reflected signals from the material which enters the front end of receivers that will make the mask to the real correction peak. And finally we have ionization error. This will happens due to the delay in signal. And troposphere error will happens in the layer troposphere due to the changes in temperature, pressure, humidity, means our environmental or weather condition. And these type of errors can be corrected by the help of rover station, which is present in the 50 kilometers from the our project area. The data can be data can be collected from the rover station, that can be overlapped and with our satellite data. Now so that we can correct for the exact satellite with the same time for error correction. Thank you.